Ray, know what the fuck is poppin'.
Hey everybody, my name is Snake Jackson, and I'm here with Global Thug. Yay, wonderful.
Global Thug, and this is King, the East Coast Trump, you know what I'm saying, all day, representing, you know what I'm saying, globalthugs.com/PO Black, you know what I mean, check it, you know we got, you know what I'm saying, going, we got the joint, I mean, Kelo got the joint up in Best Buy, you know what I'm saying, we straight global NFE, all day NFE, you know what I'm saying, we everywhere.
What's up, Brooklyn? It's your girl, Lane, and turning up on the radio station, DaMatrix Radio. We here live, got Global Thug, Grams Uncut, Kelo.
What's up, everybody? It's your man Big Bird, Classic Soul 107.5.com. I'm in the building at DaMatrix Studios. Turn it up a notch, radio, Benny Negro Add-On. I got Kelo, my nephew, in the building.
Well, Kelo, Grams Uncut, Mr. Global Thug in the building here. Turn it up a notch, radio. My nigga Benny Negro Add-On, motherfucking 2-0. You know what I'm saying? We got a good show tonight. You got me, you know, of course, rep my Global Thug shit. My man P.O. representing the Bricks. We got Lane Lane in the building. Got Tanae Jackson in the building. Ken Murphy in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be a good show, man. So y'all niggas stay tuned, man. We're going to take on this interview. Let y'all know that everybody got poppin' right now. What they got for 2 gallons. 12, 13, you know what I'm saying? 13, man. 13, man. We here, man. Happy New Year's, man. We blessed. Nigga, never stress.
Yeah, definitely. IRS, Boston motherfucking George. Yeah. Fall the fuck back. Winter shit. Dutchess and Buddha, man. Smoke a pound. 59.50 in this bitch.
We got Mr. Ken Murphy
in the building.
In the building. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If people don't understand who you are, can you give the viewers an idea of who you are? What impact? You have had an impact on hip hop, period.
Well, he's had an impact on my life, so that's big.
Well, you know, you said who I am.
Selfish.
Yeah.
You just sound selfish.
This is the real talk.
But he's had an effect on so many people's lives. It's not even funny.
Well, first of all, I'm Mr. and Mrs. Murphy's kid, so that's who I am.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. Rest in peace to my mom. But, you know, I hear so much about mentor, legend, and help people and you know, shape their careers and decide on what they want to do with their careers. And, you know, it's hard for me to take that in because I've always started out in a labor of love for what I do. And hopefully that, you know, we put together a platform for people who can't go to Channel 2 and Channel 4 and show their skills. We give them a platform to do that.
No doubt.
And, you know, I just came up with an idea that if, you know, I can do it, then why not present it in a way that others can do it as well? I'm that guy next door. You know, I'm that guy that go to the laundry, do my own laundry. I go to do my own shopping. I take out my garbage. You know, somebody said, "Murph, you still live in Harlem?" I said, "But why shouldn't I?" You know, you know, it's not money don't make me. You know, because if you do things governed by the money, then your product's not going to come out great.
Yes.
You know, it first has to be a love for what you do. You know, so you know, I started a show called What's Going On back in 1984.
Wow.
I gotta get that sound effect, man. But you know, and it started out as a public access show for half an hour in about maybe 600,000 homes. But then it blossomed because I went on to do network television, you know, NBC and other affiliates across the country. And then I'm not worthy. But you know, then I went to Dish Network and we was on this for about 8 years. And I won Producer of the Year in 2011. You know,
that was dope. Wow.
So it was a blessing. And then, you know, I had articles done about what I do, not on me. I say not about me, it's always what I do. You know, because it's never about me, it's always what I do and how I can help others. You know that parable about, you know, getting somebody some fish, you know, bringing somebody a fish, and you know, they only eat for that night. But if I teach you how to fish, you can get fish as often as you want, right? And that's my goal, because I mean, look at you, look at Add-On. I mean, you know, Ralph, as a matter of fact, is my mentor.
Okay.
Ralph laid down the template. Yeah, you know.
I hosted a real show.
Yeah, oh man.
I saw that episode. It was hot.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, he did. He definitely hosted it. So, you know, and when Ralph laid down the template about, you know, how things should be done, I just followed the template and just added my name to it, you know. So I got to give kudos to people who don't get the kudos that was set, you know, who were before us. I mean, the music today has a reason for being here, and that's the people that came before them, you know, who struggled, you know. So I'm like this, you know, the ground wasn't always paved. It was dirt there. Somebody had to go and smooth it out for me to walk across it. I thank those people, you know, that made it easy for me, you know. And in turn, I'm hoping I'm making it easier for somebody else to be able to say, you know, that's Murph, man. I used to live next door to him. I used to remember when he was screaming because his mother beat him or he was on punishment, he couldn't come outside. You know, this guy's on TV. This guy's on radio, you know. So that's what I do. And hopefully there's people out there whose lives I've touched. And in turn, you know, I always say that you never know who's watching you. So whatever you do, always make it possible for somebody to say, I can do that too. Yes. You know? And if they need a hand, man, you know, call me.
Yes.
You know, always use me. I'm gonna be more than happy. There's a lot of shows on TV that I help get there, but I don't want the credit for it. The credit that I get for it is by you being successful and helping somebody else.
That's what's up. I mean, definitely. Ken Murph dropping jewels, you know what I mean?
On Turn Up a Notch Radio.
This is how we do it.
There we go.
Turn Up a Notch Radio, this is how we do. We have Miss Tanaya Jackson today. I'm sorry, thank you for the correction. Miss Tanaya Jackson in the building. What's going on?
Nothing much. I don't feel bad. Everybody makes that mistake. I've been to Toynell, the whole nine.
Thanks for not making me feel alone.
Wrong on the check, right?
Yeah.
That's when you got a problem.
So how you been? What's going on?
Man, a lot has been going on. You know, I'm here in New York. I'm staying for the holidays.
Okay.
Because, you know,
It's a good time.
yeah, for all the people who know about my family, they know that they're Jehovah's Witness based. And they don't,
So was I.
They don't celebrate holidays, but my mom's family does. So I'm out here. Because holidays are fun, you know.
Well,
No doubt. Well,
this is not the first time you've been out here, right? New York?
No, I've been back and forth to New York and LA, Atlanta.
Okay.
You know, because I've been doing a lot of work. Right now, Universal just released a song.
Okay.
They actually released a mixtape called A Different Kind of Christmas on Amazon and iTunes.
Okay.
And it's going to be up for physical sale in Target by Christmas.
Oh, nice.
And I have a song on there called actually Drummer Boy, but the way they put it on the album was Little Drummer Boy, so that you could know that I remade that carol.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what's up.
You working?
Originally, where you from?
Originally, I am from Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah, Silver Springs.
Alright, big shout out to everybody that's tuning in from Maryland.
Yeah.
Representing.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. I have a question for you. Growing up in Jackson, and people knowing who your family were, like, how was that as a little kid growing up?
Well, I was not allowed to tell who I was.
Wow.
Yeah, because my dad was married to Dolores.
Okay.
And he had 3 children, 3 boys with that wife. And, you know, I could not say exactly who I was. And this was a big discussion amongst me and my dad.
Right.
And it boiled down to, okay, wait a minute, you know, music is my talent.
Right.
You know, and the only people that really knew I was his daughter were like a few people in the music industry that saw me with him.
Right.
So I said, look, when I come out, this shit is gonna...
It's internet radio.
I said this is gonna blow up. You know, I don't want a problem. You know, so I have to say who I am, and also I don't think it's fair because I'm a person. I didn't put myself in this world.
Right.
I have to be myself and who I am.
Exactly.
I wanna just say a shout out to this person. They are deceased, but I never said this to anybody. This is the first time I'm gonna actually say the shout out to this person. Her name is Karina. She was a friend of mine, and when I started trying to get into the business, she was with me. She went to college with me, and I don't know what took place, but she began to strip. And she was dealing with Mr. Terrence Howard, the actor. And I said, you're doing so well in your career. Why do you need to go and strip? And she was like, don't worry, Tanae, I'm gonna stop. Next thing you know, her parents found her dead.
Oh.
In her room.
I'm sorry to hear that. Blow that music.
So I never said a word about it. I kept it inside, and I promised myself the next time I do interviews, I'm going to pay homage to Karina, because I know she meant well, she was a sweet individual, but that is an example of somebody getting in this business and they're not made for it.
Right. For some people it's their dream, for others it can be a nightmare.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
Can you let people know how to get in contact with you? Like, you got Facebook, Twitter,
Yes,
Instagram, all that good stuff.
Yes, my Facebook is Tanae.Jackson.1. My YouTube is 7Tanae7, that's the 2 numbers, 7Tanae7. And my Instagram is Tanae Jackson, and my Twitter is Tanae Jackson.
Alright. Well, I'll definitely be following you on.
How we follow you?
And I'll be, well, you know something, Benny? You were on my Instagram, and I had to unfollow you because you were just flooding my phone with so many pictures. Oh my gosh.
That's what we call marketing promotion.
Oh, man.
They banned Benny from Instagram and Facebook. He's now back on MySpace.
You're too much. I mean, with all that you do, and I respect everything you do, I've heard your name so many times.
That's what's up.
And I said, wow, when does this man have time to take all these pictures? Like, when are you actually doing the things that
Well, you see what we're doing, right? Look. That's what we're doing right now.
Oh,
that's how we do.
oh boy, you got people doing it for you.
Yeah, that's what we do.
We
We work hard as a team. It's a movement.
It's a unit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Nobody
I give a shout out to all my people, you know what I'm saying, working hard, you know.
doing their thing. Everybody
The
behind the
movement
scenes.
stronger.
Yo, not for nothing. I mean, like, your family has reshaped music. You understand? And I'm gonna be honest with you. This is from an outside perspective, so this is kind of personal opinion. But your family has reshaped the music industry. Period. You understand? From your aunts, uncles, everybody has reshaped this game. He's doing his kilograms.
Hey, what up, man?
Hey, wait, there's a little more room in here than in that cab, right?
Kilograms. Double Thugs is in the building. Hold on. Before anything, I want to give a big shout out to my boy in the building, Rico. He's in the building.
Rico!
If you don't know who it is, you can go to itsrico.com and check out exactly who he is and what he does and how he does it.
He's in the building.
He rocks out, bitch. Salute to Rico. He hustler's hustler. Holla back. You know what I mean? Bro, we got my boy Kelo.
Kelo, what up?
What up, brother?
What's going on, man?
My brother's not here. My brother, my uncle, man.
Hard, man.
Word.
Yeah, man.
Word.
I'm on it, man.
You gotta talk to the mic.
Too
Definitely.
blessed to be stressed in the building, man. Double Thugs, man. Grandson Cut, man. My man P.O. Block.
Alright.
I have a question for you, Kelo.
What up, what up?
When did you decide you wanted to do music?
When did I decide I want to rap, or when did I decide I want to be in the music industry?
Yes.
That's not even, that's a funny question, because I grew up in the, I'm born in the Bronx, 1977, man, it wasn't a choice. You know what I'm saying? Born in the Bronx, man, called graffiti, and then from there, man, my cousins got signed to Stepson with Miss Jones,
Okay.
so I was doing marketing and promotion from the streets, and then from that I took it to, I went to Bad Boy.
Right.
Bad Boy first started, Rockefeller and all that with the band. I took the Lots on their first tour.
I remember you was on TVT Records too, right?
Yeah, TVT was like the end of the road. TVT was the end of the road. After TVT, I started doing Global Thugs.
Okay.
I left it alone. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was, I did the marketing and promotions. So I used to take all the CDs and all the records out of the label and take it to the mom and pop stores and make like $3,000. You know what I'm saying? Sounds like a real boot. I was a bootlegger, man. I was good. So you know what I'm saying? Once there was no more CDs and there was no more vinyl, it was like, yo, what am I doing at these labels? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, I gotta go make my own product. Better just do what I do. And henceforth, I just did the Global Thugs stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Getting it in, boy. Big
The
shout out.
label days was good, man. Shout out to Job, Interscope, man, Electra.
You actually been doing that, I mean, with TVT.
I was servicing records, man. I serviced records for so many years, man. Like everybody.
Award. Let the people know what award you got of the plaque that you
Oh yeah, I got a couple plaques. I got the Snoop Dogg plaque, the Lay Low from CBT. I got the R. Kelly collection, Chocolate City, Chocolate Factory joints.
That's what's up. But you did it in those projects.
Yeah, I worked those projects, man. I distributed all of I was the radio promotions, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to make sure every station got. See, back then, there was no MP3s. We had to physically pack them up, you know what I'm saying? And ship them out. Like, we used to pack them and ship them out, man. DJs go, yo, I ain't got this new right there for the little shit, you know what I'm saying? And that whole part of the game is over with, you know what I'm saying?
That whole part.
So it's the poster boards and the stickers, you know what I'm saying? The rap bands. You know what I'm saying? That's just like that was like a whole generation that's just gone. That was born. Yeah, that's
it was like back in those days. It was the days of the singles. You know, they made a lot of singles.
It was singles, vinyl, 12-inch, 12-inch vinyl. Now I'm telling you, I think it's so much money on.
What happened was they would release really the best song off the album as a single. You would buy a single on a CD or whatever. But the problem was people wasn't buying the album, so they killed the singles.
Right.
You know, and then downloading came about.
Yeah, once downloading
started killing the albums.
Yeah. That's why I know this Serato DJs and CDs and no more. I mean, vinyl right now is extinct, man. It's like 8 tracks and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from the era when we used to carry crates. You know what I'm saying? Like Cake Street, Action Pack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those
are the days, man.
Those are the good days.
So my thing is doing Global Thugs. It's like you learned a lot from your days at the labels.
Yeah.
Now you can, as an artist and as like an owner.
Yeah.
You know, what's the difference? I mean, do you have to talk to yourself in third person? You know, knowing what you need.
That was funny. That was real.
Same question I said, as an artist, and when you fight the label for what you want to get your album done, the label say, "No, you don't need this." But as an owner and an artist, He said, I do find myself talking in third person.
That's why. I mean, like you see me, I carry myself as Global Thugs, and as Kelo, and as Grandson Cuddy. There's two that I carry different hats. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta put them on in different situations. You know what I'm saying?
I remember when Kelo used to blind me with vinyl, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you ever came to any office to get vinyl, and you was happy to see me, because they was like vinyl, they hold it for flex, they hold it for glue, and they won't give me. I'm like, hey man. You know what I'm saying? If I know you, I'm like, yeah, man.
Like, I'm saying, I'm hit it home and hit you up.
Yeah, I never played politics like that in the office. I was the dude in the office. They knew the company. The white label, whatever, you know. I used to buy rock and soul, Fat Beats. Like, Fat Beats is a club now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man.
And then you also tour, you travel and stuff. Like, what was one of the best places that you ever performed at that you said I want to come back to again?
As far as the state or
state, country, no matter.
I love Tampa, Florida, man. Florida, man. They got the Yankee Stadium out there, man. Tampa, Florida is so much fun. People don't really know, like Florida is cool, but Tampa, Florida is like that's the original Girl Wild out there. You go out there, have a ball, man. There's no rules out there.
I'm surprised you didn't say Miami.
Nah, Miami is too bougie, man. It's too uppity, man. You go to Tampa, they got $50 bottles of Hennessy in the club, man. $40 bands, $40 bands, man.
He's keeping it real, though.
You go to Miami,
you do get one look.
He's keeping it.
When I was in Sarasota last weekend, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, like, I'm going to tell you, like, if you're not from New York or the tri-state area, period, they show you more love out of town.
Yeah, they sure. I mean, they didn't even know where I was from. It's just the fact that they had $50 bottles of Hennessy. They had great boots and everything. I took Hennessy. So you go out there, man. I mean, I was like, we had a bottle of Hennessy. I gave them 300, 250. They gave me all my money back. I'm like, what? Like, we get 2. You know what I'm saying? And that night, I got the footage on YouTube. That night ended up, man, I was in jail, man. I got beat up by the cops and all that. I mean, hey, it happens, man. $2 Hennessy. It happens, no?
Man, let the people know how they can check out your music, where your music fit.
How they get in contact with you.
Oh man, you know I was blessed this shit, man. I got my album with Best Buy, FYE, Target. I got big national distribution for my NFE album. You know what I'm saying? It got some crazy features on there. I got Machine Gun Kelly, E. Ness, Roy Flood, Smith & Wesson. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cats on there. My nigga Jell from UGK. There's a lot of features on there. It's just like a compilation, because you know, like I said, it's in Best Buy, it's in Best Buy, iTunes, everything. Yeah, it's available. Like the physical copy is in Best Buy, but then you can download it from like CD Baby, iTunes, Amazon, eBay. It's Global Thugs with a Z presents NFE Volume 1. NFE, niggas from everywhere. Yo, you know what's so funny? It's in Barnes and Nobles, you know what I'm saying? It's like, God, you get the joint. It's like Global Thugs, niggas from everywhere. It's in Barnes and Nobles, like, yeah, man. Look, man.
That's what's up, dog. That's good.
I talked them into believing it was saying it wasn't, man, but it's still in there,
that's
right?
There you go, brother. We definitely got to be rocking out.
It's a good trip, man.
Yeah, bro. Listen to one of the joints.
We were going to Honduras, Benny. Let's go.
Yo, you turn it up on Notch Radio. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Belize first.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah. Globetrotters.
Holla back at us. Yo, Kelo, thanks for coming through. Let the people know anything else.
It's, my Twitter is @Grams Uncut. And my Facebook is Mr. Global Thugs. And that's about it.
Alright.
Come on, man. You got like 1,000 of them.
I mean, but you can just Google Grams Uncut and everything will come up. Everything. Go
into Kelo's joint. Yo, Kelo, thank you for coming down. Short.
We'll be back in 2 minutes. Make sure y'all get Let's go. Let's go. Who we got in the building, man?
Yeah, Case of the Bottle, y'all.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey.
We got Kelo, got Case of the Bottle.
Uh-oh.
You can video see a lump right now.
I know, right? Flashbacks.
Yeah. I'm so happy everybody's doing their thing, yo. That's what's up.
Casey.
Yes.
Video City.
Yes. Video City. Flashback 08, co-host on Video City alongside Nina B, Benny Negro.
Yeah.
Pretty much a big part of the show, as well as Kelo. Shout out to Grams Uncut.
No doubt.
Yeah, but I've been around for a while.
We're doing a Jackson thing tonight. What was your most memorable Michael Jackson song? Moment. Memorable Jackson.
I love Billie Jean. Like, I cannot hear that song without thinking I'm Michael for a second, no matter where I'm at. So it would definitely have to be Billie Jean. And my favorite moment, I think, is in the Thriller video. That part where he just stops and drops the leg like that right there. Those was just sexy.
Yeah.
Like, that was sexy.
Michael Jackson, my most memorable moment was in Smooth Criminal. When he did Smooth Criminal and they leaned
forward and looked like they was going to fall, but they didn't.
Ridiculous.
That is dope.
Man, listen.
That is dope.
Definitely very influential man. He made my daughter cry.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, no, she came home, God rest his soul, but the day that he passed away, I was actually at work, so I didn't hear about anything. And I picked my daughter up, and she comes running to me, crying like, "Oh my God, Mommy, you will not believe what happened." And my 7-year-old was very mature, so when I mean that's exactly how she was, it was just like that blunt, like, you will not believe what happened. She's like, "You have to sit down." And as she started telling me, she just started breaking down like, "Mommy, everybody loves Michael. Like, what are we gonna do?" And this is a 7-year-old. So it's just like, it's very deep. Like, I loved him from back in the days. As long as I can remember, that was somebody that you expected to hear on the radio. You expected people to turn around and actually remake his music. Like, you expected to always hear him.
Yeah, definitely.
But real quick, I was on my way to 2O's house, getting ready to go to the grills. It was my birthday.
I love the grills.
My birthday party. And we was all going to hang out, and that's when we heard Michael Jackson died. Everybody in the party, we went outside and partied outside. On top of cars, trucks.
Show homage.
Yeah, it was on
That's violence. That sounds like a riot to me.
Benny tried to
That sounds like a riot. That doesn't sound like...
No, we all had fun. It was wild. It was crazy.
All right, but don't be dancing on nobody's car, bro. What's wrong with you, man?
Gotta pay homage.
I'm dancing on top of a car?
I think he might have actually originated that, like dancing on top of a car. Because if I'm right, I think that's probably the first time I ever seen an artist in a video like dancing on top of a car, not posing in the car or flipping over it, but actually like dancing.
He rocked it.
Choreography, like not falling off, because that would be my first instinct. Like, like he did a very great job all the time.
I was Michael. I was in the living room dancing.
You're not the only one. You are not the only one.
On the real, as a matter of fact, what really like a real key moment was I heard the instrumentals to Thriller. I seen it was Quincy, and I said, "That's what I want to do." Music production. That's what really got me into production. I was already playing the piano, but that moment I heard the instrumentals, and I was like so amazed, like how the instruments even talk to each other. People couldn't understand what I'm saying, and I was like, "That's what I want to do. I want to compose music."
That's cool.
That's what you hear now.
Yay! Let me show you how that is. Add-on music.
What you been doing?
Oh man, working. Definitely working. I have a few projects, a few mags that'll be coming out, so just stay tuned to like my Twitter and Facebook for information on the issues, and I'll let y'all know. Then everything's Casey the model. Everything. Google me. I mean, Google me. Google me. But so as you know, Benny sold out issue Straight Slut magazine 5-year anniversary issue. So I would say right now, try to steal one of your friends' issues because it was 4 pages. It was something really nice. Real nice. So try to steal somebody's issue. Unfortunately, you can't look it up online, but I actually love that. I love that issue. I will say I think that expressed me.
Okay.
Sometimes, you know.
Look real nice in that.
You're emphasizing that fact. We get the point.
It was a nice picture.
We get the point, though.
Sometimes magazines like choose pictures that you probably necessarily went and picked, but you know, for that mag, like that's the picture that they thought was the dopest. It probably wasn't yours. So I was just like really excited when I got to see the ones that were chosen, and I was super like, yes, like I love every last one of them. And then I followed that up with Stunners magazine. So I'm in their summer blockbuster issue, which you can still get right now, which is more of a down south magazine. So I've been extending my focus to outside of New York recently. So I've been doing a few different phone interviews with radio shows outside of New York, doing promotions outside of New York. I'm actually a co-host on GI Radio that starts January 17th, every Sunday, 7 to 9. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
Besides just taking pictures.
Oh, definitely. Like I got some mixtape covers that I got done as well. I just hosted Young Six party, so shout out to Young Six on that.
Oh, that's what's up.
So yeah, I'm into hosting as well. Yeah, definitely. And then I'm wearing Team in Mind clothing.
Alright, what's the name of it?
Team in Mind clothing.
Team
in Mind.
And mine?
In, like inside. When you go like in.
I get it. I'm sorry. His hat wasn't on too tight today.
Maybe that, or your mind is somewhere else.
Casey the model, Turn Up a Notch Radio.
Yeah.
We definitely grinding you doing your thing. We definitely respect that.
Glad that you came through and showed us some love.
Definitely. Shout out to Benny Negro.
And Murph, appreciate it too.
I'm sitting next to you. I'm just.
You haven't said one word.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
You know what? I'm just taking it all in because I'm just so happy to see people doing their thing, and it's not just taking photos. You out there doing radio, your covers of magazines, articles. I mean, you're showcasing everything that you can do. I mean, you're not just limiting yourself to just one thing. And that's what a lot of people find themselves doing, is pigeonholing themselves into one category, and you can't get nothing else done because nobody knows you for anything but one thing.
Oh, definitely. I stay busy. Actually, like I'm right now in the middle of midterms, so I'm
of all the things you said, that's the most important thing. Is you need something to fall back on.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm pursuing my second associates right now, and I'm a career woman, so I've been working for like the last 10 years. Funny enough, I think Benny probably knows the most history about me in this room.
Benny knows the most history.
Benny did my second photo shoot ever.
Benny, you like camera?
Ever.
I'm a hustler.
Definitely was a Benny Negro photo, which actually every time I throw it out on like a Throwback Thursday, it still gets even more attention than it did like those years ago when we did it. So like that was like real dope. So I'm always remembering Benny, and yeah, like
so nice, Benny. Look at you.
I try to stay rounded. I think it's like very important to stay rounded. I don't ever possibly want to be in that category. I never did when I started, and I don't want to do now. The category that most people have associated models under. Just because you model, they think immediately like you're a stripper or like you're on Backpage, and never have I. I've been like a retail manager. I'm 10 years in retail now.
And see, that's what you mentioned. You have a child, 7, 8.
My daughter's 7.
Because when you sit down and explain to her what mommy does, it's kind of impressionable on them. you know, on her, you know, so as she gets older, she don't have to hear the story of my mom's a stripper or my mom is this.
Oh, no.
Your mom is an educated black woman. That's what she is.
No, my daughter is so involved in my life. Like, she's my best friend.
Okay.
Benny's met my daughter because I bring my daughter on photo shoots. I bring my daughter to work. Occasionally, she sits down, we do homework together alongside each other. Like, my daughter is an honor student all last year, as well as this semester. So, like, I'm very strict on certain things in my life. And, like, even though I do club hosting and you'll see me in the club dancing on the couch, you'll never see me stumbling out my heels or inappropriately interacting with anybody, because that's not my character and I don't want to be branded that way.
Alright.
So, you know, it's not necessarily about just wanting to live a lifestyle for me. Modeling has always been a passion of mine. So it's something that I do as a form of artwork. Like with my pictures, it's a lot different. It's just not me going somewhere and putting a thong on and thinking standing there is cute. If you like look at my portfolio, you'll see a lot of my poses are actual poses. Like I do yoga and I do other things to allow my body to be that flexible. So a lot of my images aren't even me standing during the thong. And then I do commercial modeling. So when you open a magazine, you're not always going to see me in a thong either. I get paid to do things that
I was about to ask
actually wearing
for
clothes.
the portfolio, but there's no thong.
Casing them out everything. Everything.
All right, go get that portfolio for me. I'll be right here.
But yo, thank you for definitely coming out and showing us love.
Thank you. Shout out to Turn It Up Radio.
Turn up the notch.
Turn up the notch.
Turn up the notch. Got the notch.
Come on, Casey. Turn it up.
Yeah, it's the moment y'all been waiting for. This is what I'm talking about. I'll let them know who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can step the sound off.
I'm Taisha, we're part of the Links Club.
I'm Rosa.
I'm Donna. Coco. Lorraine.
Lorraine, the Links Club.
Now, you know what I like about this? Seeing females that stick together and that's doing something for a cause. You know what I'm saying? And to see powerful, it's more than two. It was just like, you know,
y'all not like a whole board.
Yeah, it's a lot more. But I like the unity, you know what I'm saying? To see y'all together and let the world know what it is that y'all do. Y'all do a couple of events and fundraisers and stuff. So let the world know.
We're basically a women's group.
We're talking about mics now.
We're basically a women's group, and our whole goal is to do community-based activities and try to just empower other black women and women of color, you know, and try to just show that we can have some unity. A lot of times we're not portrayed in our best light, and we want to show that there are some sisters out here that are about doing something good together. And not
Yeah, that's respect.
I got a toy drop coming out. Give us a little insight on that and how that came about.
Tomorrow we're doing a toy drive at Jalissa's in Harlem, on 2nd Street. It'll be funded for children that are in ACS custody and children that are in Harlem Hospital in the pediatric wards. It's a lot of kids out here that don't have what our kids have. Our kids are blessed, and we just want to give something back. We're actually from Harlem in the Bronx.
Harlem in the Bronx.
Right. Harlem in the Bronx. Yeah. See, we got representatives.
Who's Harlem? Who's Harlem? Where's your hand?
All day.
Alright. Who's the Bronx? Who's the Bronx?
I'm in between. I'm
Born
and raised in the Bronx, and I live in Harlem.
And the rest of us are still the same, except one is to Queens too. But everyone else is basically from Harlem.
Alright, y'all represented.
Yeah, that's what's
I mean, it's great to see, you know, women doing. I mean, you guys doing your thing. You know what I mean? But make sure people go there. I want to emphasize that.
We definitely want people to come out.
Yeah, come out tomorrow at the toy drive. It's going to be at Jalissa's in Harlem on Lenox Avenue, about 134th Street.
132nd?
It's 132nd? No, 133rd, 134th.
The old candlelight.
The old candlelight.
Everybody know candlelight. Fried chicken candlelight.
It's free entry. All you got to do is bring a toy. Bring a new unwrapped gift from 4 to 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We have DJ LA Love. And video music box by Fruit Danny.
Alright. Welcome over to friends.
And Turn It Up the Notch Radio.
We appreciate that.
Yeah. It's crazy. We got a caller?
Yeah, we got a caller from the air. Yeah,
I thought it was named that too, and I didn't know.
just discovered that.
Yeah, was in the building. I see you. What up, baby? I see you.
Yeah, we rocking out. Yo,
yeah, we're going overtime today.
It's
my man bring like that. We're going overtime.
Turn it up a notch radio when you are on the air. Hello?
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 Tiffany?
Hi.
Alright, that's your other 10 females listening, huh?
I don't know, we don't have a Tiffany though. I think that's Sharice.
Alright.
No,
yeah, that's what's up. Thank you for calling, caller.
Don't jump! Step away from the edge! It's not worth it, man!
No time to be difficult, then she just jumped.
Tiffany's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
somebody now.
Alright, but thank you for calling in.
Definitely turn up a notch radio. Yeah. Ladies, once again, thank you so much for calling.
How to get in contact with you?
We're on Instagram at the Links Club. We're in.
How do you spell that?
No, is it just?
It's the Links Club. LINX.
Okay.
The Links. That's not the Links. I mean the Instagram. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. And our IG is the Links Club. It's also, and our Facebook is the Links Club.
Oh, the Links Club.
Yes, LINX.
Tomorrow we'll come check that out.
Yes, and it'll be a lot more coming from the Links Club.
Ken is gonna be there.
I'm gonna
send me the flyer.
I'm gonna be on the air from 5 to 7, so.
I'll let people know.
I'm gonna stop by before that.
Definitely.
Maybe I'll cancel the show. Yeah, because I gotta come out here.
Turn it up a notch radio. This is how we do. Ladies, make sure y'all go and check out the Links Club.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Y'all have a good one.
And there'll be a lot more coming from the Links Club.
Yeah, no doubt.
You want to let the people know anything last words?
You'll hear a lot more from the Links Club coming soon.
No doubt. Yeah.
Turn it up a notch. Thank you.
All right, the Links Club, we coming back. Turn up a notch radio, we are back. You already know we had so many great special guests.
Yeah, you know who you are.
What up, everybody? This is Laini Lane.
Yeah.
Lane.
Let the world know what you do.
I am a female MC from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I do my thing.
No doubt.
How long you been working? How long you been doing this?
Wow, I've been rapping for about a solid, consistent, good time.
5, 6 years, 10?
Around 10 years.
About 10
I've been
years.
like keeping it consistent, you know.
Hold on. I wanna pull out a page out of Benny's book before anything. You know what I'm saying? Can I hear a little 16? You know what I mean?
16?
Yeah, it's a little Brooklyn, you know, not the main style.
Alright. Check it. I got a platter full of bread. I breaks it down for the team we all fed. Got the game locked up like the dread. And ain't even put an album out yet. About my biz, when the verse, cut the check. To all my haters, you can suck my cockiness. I'm doing me, I'm not worried about the rest. I compete against myself cause I'm the best. And what I do, give my all, nothing less. I run the city, I'm a Queen Elizabeth. I cop the throne, then I'ma reign until my death. So when you see me, you salute me with respect. I wear the crown, Kings County's where I'm bred.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Lonnie. Hey, in the building.
Yo, Benny, if I was entertaining any thoughts about getting into rapping, I just squashed them. Thank you for changing my career.
Thank you. I mean, you know, that was just a little something to give y'all, but you know, I go in. You know,
so let the people know how they can check this out.
Yeah, they get in contact with you, your Reverb Nation.
Alright, well, I'm on everything. Reverb, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, I'm on it. Laini Lane, L-A-I-N-I, Lane, L-A-N-E, not Lonnie Lane, the porn star. Don't get me confused. I don't do that. But to each his own. But what I'm saying is that is my ish. You know what I mean? So hit me up, show some love, give me love. I need the numbers to go up because I want to make it to the top.
Alright, turn up a notch radio.
Anything's coming up right now?
Well, right now I got a mixtape out on that Piff.
Okay.
So, like Amy Lane, once again, you can check my mixtape out. It's an authentic hip hop. I'm going in. I'm just having fun. Want to bring back that good old New York vibe back to the hip hop nation, and let's just do this damn thing. His squad, turn it up a notch. Add-On, Benny, my boy here.
Ken Murph.
The
legendary.
I gotta say it like Lenny Crocker.
Also known as wanted to be rapper, but not anymore.
Okay.
You got discouraged.
Yeah, I got discouraged. Told me now, just threw my dreams in garbage. I don't know.
Yeah, so thank you guys though. I appreciate the love. You know, I'll see y'all another day.
We're gonna see each other Sunday.
Yes, I didn't want to say it, but you know I'm gonna say it Sunday.
Sunday's something poppin'.
Alright. Turn up a notch radio, DaMatrixStudios.com. We will be back.
We got TLC coming back.
We're gonna go into OT right now.
We're going into OT real quick.
Yeah, we got my boy TLC. He's gonna be in the building. Big shout out to everybody that came through.
Yeah. So we're coming back with TLC, and we got my girl Rock City in the building. Alright?
Alright.
And we're gonna sign out so TLC come up.
Let's go. Turn up a notch radio. This is how we do.
Yo, Grams, man. I'm running because how the fuck you do. That's what you do?
Drunker than the motherfucker, getting love from every bitch in the club. I'm drunk and high. I might smack a nigga across his mug. I don't play that bum shit, bitch, nigga.